Franco Vega is Executive Director and founder of the RightWay Foundation. The RightWay Foundation provides mental health services and job readiness training / job placement to foster care youth in the system and the folks who emancipated from the foster care system. The RightWay Foundation serves 312 youth currently. Out of that 312, we have 14% homelessness. The RightWay Foundation has partners with several organizations in South Central Los Angeles that we can refer out to for youth who comes into our center that are homeless. Sadly, there's not a lot of partners that have beds currently at this time, and the number is too high. The RightWay Foundation has many companies that we do recruitment and placement for in regards to jobs. One being LA Live AEG Staples Center, another being LAX Restaurants, just to name a couple. Our philosophy here at the RightWay Foundation is to make sure each youth that comes to our door, homeless or not homeless, leaves this center with a better feeling than when they walk through the door. We explain to our youth and counsel our youth that it will be a better day, I promise. We'll work 24/7 around the clock to make sure this youth has a place to stay, and we'll be there the whole time while they're going through this awful transition. And then we have licensed therapists to help them process the situation they're going through. Many times, all the time, not many times, all the time, it's not these youth's fault. It's never this youth's fault of being homeless at 21, 22 when he was born and raised in the foster care system. And we explain that to that youth and help them understand so they won't carry that burden with them like normally they do for the rest of their life, blaming it always on themselves. And so the RightWay Foundation helps the youth process what they're going through, and then hopefully, and from my point of view, hopefully convince these kids that it's a rough weather. They're going through a storm right now, and if we can weather the storm, it will be a rainbow coming soon. The greatest challenges in regards to foster homeless youth are lack of identification cards, proper dress attire for the job, and then last but probably the most important is just motivation, attitude-wise, and not attitude in a negative sense, attitude and the feeling of hopelessness for our youth. And we imagine or we sympathize with our youth that they have no place to stay at home, so how can they obtain a job and be successful while on the job going through this horrible experience of homelessness. The companies that we partnered with in regards to hiring, in regards to homelessness, has taken real lead in this situation. They're understanding now the population we're serving, and we're giving them a chance, not a handout, but just a chance, understanding sometimes a youth sleeping in a car all night and they can be a little bit sympathetic. We're not asking we're not asking companies to change their motto and their HR laws and allow our kids to be late, but just understanding that kid doesn't have a roof over his head. And this job is very important because it builds the finance while we're house or home or apartment searching. And we encourage our companies to work with us and just understand this population. And we asked these folks the question themselves, at 21, were they ready to live on their own? Did they have an apartment that they're paying the full rent on their own with no support? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. So once we paint that picture and put the companies in the shoes of our homeless population, it works out. Our companies do give our kids some chances.